Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you the only 2025 GEELY GEOME Mini EV. So this is one of the top selling electric model here in China, even though they beat BYD Dolphin, BYD Seagull. Right now they are in the top position. And it's under the GEELY manufacturing company. I know we know GEELY, one of the top 4 manufacturing company. They own Lotus, Volvo, Zeekr, Galaxy. So there are a lot of sub-brands under the GEELY manufacturing company. So there are 5 different versions. It got 2 different battery pack, 30 or 40 kWh battery pack. CLTC range will be 310 to 410 kilometer, and the price is 9,000 to 13,000 US dollar, same as the BYD Seagull. But it's I think it's big, not only bigger. I think it's more beautiful than the BYD Seagull, to be honest. So that's why in the local market, it got the huge sales. So come to the rear side, we got the LED tail lights. Also, we get the GEOME badge over here, 360 camera, and there are so many parking sensors. It doesn't have any exhaust because it's a full electric SUV. But it will get the hydraulic cargo. That's not, it will get in, oh, see this version doesn't have the hydraulic cargo. But this version, it got the hydraulic cargo. So the cargo space will be 375 liter. But if you down your second row, then it will be 1,370 liter, which is not bad. We can compare this vehicle with the LYNK&CO. Yeah, LYNK&CO is also a good one. So let me mention the height of the vehicle. We don't have much space, but that's okay. Height of the vehicle 1.57 meter. Length is 4.13 meter, and the wheelbase is 2.65 meter. Yeah, 2.65 meter. Front wheel distance 1.8 meter. Rear wheel distance also 1.8 meter. It got the lean long tire with 16-inch wheels, and your tire size will be 205 by 60 R16. And you see the wheels up, they are using the GEELY brake. The ground clearance, which is 20 centimeter. Doesn't have the rear suspension because the price is very reasonable. But this version is a basic version. It doesn't have the sunroof or glass roof. But if you want sunroof or glass roof HUD, I have to choose the higher version, which is 13,000 US dollar. And the higher version has more facilities than the BYD Seagull or BYD Dolphin. Also, we get 2 USB ports. I actually come here to check out the Galaxy E8, that's sedan. I already made a video, you can check that out. Look at the front design. So the front design, it looks great. Why is that? GEELY also own the smart, that mini vehicles company. GEELY own that, and there are a lot of good design under the smart brands. So that's why it got some design language from smart, because all are under the GEELY manufacturing company. And here, if you want to compare, so we get the LED daytime running light. This will be visible in day and night. Also, we'll get the LED headlight, LED high beam and low beam. Logo 360 camera and a functional grille. Let me show you something. It got the front. So it got the front, which is really important. It got a huge front. So this is also one of the reasons why it's a really top selling. So the front capacity is 70 liter front capacity. Let me mention the power output. Power output will be 58 kilowatt along with 130 Newton meter of torque. Another version power output will be 85 kilowatt along with 150 Newton meter of torque. Top speed 125 to 135 kilometer per hour, and 0 to 50 it takes 3.9 seconds. So here in China, if you want to buy some vehicles under the smart brand, then you have to spend a little bit more money. But if you want the same vehicle under Galaxy series, then the price will be very reasonable. So that's why a lot of customers, they prefer to get this vehicle. We get the one airplane at the right, two in the middle, one in the left. Also, we get glove box. This version doesn't have the HUD, but I guess the higher version it got the HUD. And we get a screen here, so you have to see the CLTC range and the speed of the vehicle through the screen. And this is your indicator. And look at the steering wheels. It's a leather wrapped steering wheel, so we can adjust it. We got a hook, so you can adjust it from here. And it's way better looking than the BYD's steering wheels. I love this. It's very simple, very simple. It's better design. And there is a small screen. We cannot change the interface in English because it's under Geely manufacturing company, and Geely even doesn't provide English interface in Geeker, so we have to accept it. It doesn't have the hydraulic cargo, but if you want hydraulic cargo, you have to choose the higher version. Let's just quickly move around. There are some apps. So here we can activate the AC. Maybe many of you will like the BYD Seagull, but I still think the GEELY GEOME is better than the Seagull. And doesn't have the wallet chargers because this is the basic version. If you want wallet charger, you have to choose the another version. We get two cup holders. Also, we'll get a box with the armrest, and there are two USB ports. At the top, we get two lights. If you touch it, will be open and close. This version doesn't have the sunroof or sunshade, but if you want sunroof and sunshade, you have to choose the higher version. And there is no mirror. It should have a mirror, but the higher version, it got all the facilities. That's why a lot of customers, they choose that vehicle, that higher version one, which is 13,000 US dollar. These are your charging port. So there are two charging port, slow and fast one. If you use the slow charger, it takes 6 hours to charge the battery, but if you use the fast charger, it takes 15 minutes. Looks good. This design looks good. It's really good. So the second row here at the middle, we don't have armrest, but if you want armrest, you can choose another version. I get enough leg space, enough head space, no problem with that. Also, you get a small box, and they should be. Where's the port? No, it's not. Let me show you this one. So this version, this is another version. You get the USB port at the middle. I already made another video that was, I guess that was the performance edition. Now let me mention that why this is a top-selling model here in China. First of all, a lot of women, especially the moms, they prefer to get this kind of vehicle to send their kids to the kindergarten or also to the primary school, because they will get the green number plate here in China, so they can drive this vehicle 7 days in a week. That is very important. Also, the parking space, is very easy. The second thing is it got a decent CLTC range, so they can drive 400 kilometers here in the city, which is really convenient. Also, the charging cost is very reasonable. I only spend 20 RMB to get the full charge. And another big reason is the price is very reasonable, right? If they want to get a Smart or Mini Cooper, they need to spend a lot of money. But the same vehicle they're getting here under the Geely manufacturing company within 9,000 US dollar, even though they just pay 1,000 US dollar, 1,000 to 2,000 US dollar to get this vehicle. And later, every month they can pay some, small deposit and pay the whole money within three years. That is really convenient for them. And another reason is some of the young girls, they just finished their graduation, so they really want their first vehicle to go to the jobs or sometimes hang out inside the city. So they prefer something cute like this kind of vehicle. Also, they prefer something cheap. Cheap means reasonable price, right? With better looking. That's why we used to see that a lot of Wuling Hongguan Mini. They got a lot of sales here in China. But this is also a good one, better for any women's. Now, it can be the young girls, it can be the moms. This is a good one, good for them. I think this is a really good vehicle. You can also check out the higher version. That's pretty well. I will share more new vehicles later. Keep stopping me to subscribe my channel. Until then, bye bye.